Sky Fox up there overhead, helping us track this pursuit, Rick, of a possible stolen vehicle out of the city of Whittier PD, first picking up this stolen vehicle pursuit, which we think is a stolen vehicle. And now, Rick, CHP has taken this over.
That's right. Once pursuit enters the freeways, that's when the California Highway Patrol takes control as well, trying to keep these motorists safe. But look at this guy rip down the westbound side of the Foothill Freeway through the San Gabriel Valley, coming out of Whittier. So he's coming from the central to eastern end of the San Gabriel Valley, now heading towards the western end of the San Gabriel Valley, heading towards Pasadena, weaving in and out of traffic, and the commute is really starting to pick up. Although the westbound side, Marla, is typically the lighter volume side during the evening commute. Most people heading home are taking the eastbound 210, and he's taking an off-ramp here, heading into the Pasadena area, having gotten off the 210 freeway. Now on surface streets. Let's see what he decides to do, or she decides to do. Again, an alleged stolen vehicle being pursued by the California Highway Patrol. This pursuit initiated by the Whittier Police Department.
And you're seeing CHP had to stop there in the intersection so as not to cause an accident. So now, again, as Rick just mentioned, as you can see here from Sky Fox, we are on surface streets. This is heading toward Pasadena. Look at this on the wrong side of the street here, going against traffic. Of course, it's a little busier on this Thursday afternoon, nearly a near miss right there as we go through another intersection. Right?
Making a left turn there, so back eastbound now, having headed south away from the 210 freeway. So now he's backtracking on this major east-west thoroughfare that's just south of the 210 Foothill Freeway. He is really ripping. Look at this. Look at his speeds related to the other traffic on this major street here. He is going close to 100 miles an hour at times, just by estimate here. Sky Fox up overhead tracking it, now making a right turn here, heading southbound again, coming out of the East Pasadena area away from the 210 freeway. He would then, Marla, now be heading, if you wanted to hop back on a freeway, the 10 freeway would be an option here. Now,
the last location that we are receiving from officials here is southbound Allen. That was the street that this pursuit suspect was on, now having made a right turn away from that in the city of Pasadena. A little jam here up at this very busy intersection. And Rick, when we talk about how do we bring these pursuits to an end, we always, crossing over traffic, we always talk about the idea of a pit maneuver. The speeds need to be below 35 miles per hour, or spike strips. That's the other way that we've seen these pursuits come to an end.
That's exactly right. The pursuit intervention technique, and the larger the car, the heavier the car, the more challenging that becomes. But you mentioned it, Marla, you're correct, in that the speed threshold, it typically has to be 35 miles per hour or less. A residential area here on the east side of Pasadena. You could see CHP units pulling up here. It looks like the suspect may have pulled into a driveway here between this apartment complex and this single-family dwelling. You could see guns drawn here. So it appears that this suspect decided to pull off into this driveway area. This is a tense situation because officers just don't know what they're dealing with. He may have just tried to skirt in here and then did what we call a foot bail, ran out of there, and now these officers, these CHP officers, are charging after the suspect. They must see something. You can see all the foliage there, the trees that are camouflaging where this suspect is. But this is an apartment complex, lots of places to hide, some single-family homes here as well.
All right, we're just getting word that the suspect vehicle may have been a Honda Pilot, by the way. So now the foot bail is underway. That pursuit suspect trying to get away. Rick, looks like
they got him down. Look at that. Yep. Yeah, they caught up to him. Now he is down on the road, and other officers will come here, Marla, and aid in this apprehension. They will cuff this individual and take him into custody. They're checking the car as well. What we're not seeing is they're going to make sure that that car is clear, that there's nobody else inside that vehicle once that occurs. And this man is in custody. They'll throw up the 4 fingers and say code 4. That was a dangerous pursuit. High speeds there through surface streets of Pasadena during a very busy time of the afternoon. Thankfully, from what we saw, no innocent bystanders were hurt in this incident.
Yeah, and we went on the air just about 5 minutes ago. That was literally seconds after CHP lit up this pursuit suspect. Again, it's an alleged stolen vehicle out of the city of Whittier. Whittier Police Department, the first to engage the pursuit suspect. But as Rick mentioned, once that suspect makes his or her way or his way onto freeways, then the California Highway Patrol becomes the lead agency. And we saw them within about 5 minutes bring this pursuit suspect into custody.
But he'll be handed off, the suspect will, to the Whittier Police Department, where we heard that this pursuit was initiated. That's where the call came in, that a vehicle was allegedly stolen by this individual. And that's where he will be interviewed and taken into official, he's being taken into custody now, but where he will be processed.
All right, we're going to wait until we see him physically be placed into a CHP unit there. As you mentioned, Rick, I mean, this was extremely dangerous. It was short, but extremely dangerous on both surface streets and the freeway.
I would estimate that the speeds were close to, if it not reached 100 miles an hour at times. You saw the general flow of traffic, not only in the 210 freeway westbound, where this pursuit ripped down through the San Gabriel Valley into Pasadena, exiting there in Pasadena, and then on surface streets as well. Very dangerous. Thankfully, it did not appear that there were any collisions in this, and this suspect is in custody.
All right, we're going to work to get some more information and bring that to you coming up on the Fox 11 News at 5 o'clock. So we're going to wrap our coverage here. Rick Dickert, always, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And for you at home, we're going to send you off to the Nick Cannon show that's just about to wrap up, and then Harvey Levin and TMZ.